Hey guys, so rule 0 for this game today is that we were allowed $100 worth of cards to upgrade these decks however we see fit without being, buttholes about it. But we'll see what actually happens.
Butthole is subjective.
It is.
This
It's
is
very
true.
subjective.
This is very true.
And I am highly offended already.
Yes.
Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, I for one am excited to see what shenanigans we have all cooked up.
Because my total was like 75-ish.
Yeah.
That was about the total that I put into mine. It could have been a lot less, but I added a couple of lands that unfortunately I felt like the deck needed because I cut a couple of lands and I was like, well, maybe these two lands can kind of help out some. So that's like the brunt of mine. I don't want to get too much into the mechanics of mine because that's going to be for our little preview episodes. What about you? About how much money did you get into yours?
Let's see. I spent probably $70, maybe $80 worth of cards into it.
Okay.
Is what I think I've added total.
So I was about 75. You're about 70, 80. What about you, Fu?
Well, I added about 60, a little bit over $60. I didn't want to say
120.
$61, but it's a very broken. There's a lot of love. I thought I got a little bit too out of hand, even with the budget I was given. So I did try to dial it back. Maybe threw a little bit of money into my perfect mana base.
Right.
So,
all right, Brandon. What about you? About how
I
much
put
money roughly?
maybe $30 into it.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Mainly because I have some of the things that would make it quote unquote better. But I also just got my cube put back together, and I really don't feel like tearing it apart. And
we see where the priorities lie.
Yeah.
yes.
So,
But I did put in things that would make it function better and fit more of a uniform build.
okay, I think that's cool. I think it's interesting that you only put about 35 in it or so, because that's where mine was until I was like, you know what? I'm this low. I can just add these two lands. Like, it was a fetch land and a shock land. I already had them in my collection, so I was like, well, I can just go ahead and do this. And it just brings value up a little bit. It wasn't because the value of the cards was like, oh, I got to hit that $100 mark. It was like, well, I have this little bit of wiggle room. I can do it.
Right.
Luckily mine's black-white, so the one fetch land's like, $35 or whatever. The shock land's not very much either. So, but that's where we're at. So we've already done our mulligans. We've already done the dice roll.
Yep.
Lee is our champion dice roller.
So he starts first.
And he's going
And
to...
I'm also on a mulligan to 6.
Andy's on a mulligan to 6. He's the only one that went to a mulligan to 6. That's after a gentleman's mulligan. So, all right. I think everybody else is at 7, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Well, Lee, don't forget to draw your card, and let's start them off.
Ergborg.
Okay,
It's a very good upgrade.
So everybody's going to have...
Everyone's going to have
Swamps.
swamps.
All right.
There
Draw
might be
a
a point
card.
at which everyone also has forests.
There might be.
Hint, hint, wink, wink.
I'm going to start out with a plains. That's also a forest, and I will pass.
You mean a swamp?
Or a swamp. Yes, not a forest, a swamp.
I'm going to start with this tapped Quandrix Campus that is also a swamp and pass.
I am going to play a Riptide Laboratory that's probably in a swamp. That's true.
Did you say it's probably in a swamp?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, it's a Riptide Laboratory. It probably is in a swamp, and it's going to do some things with some wizards, it sounds like.
Oh boy. Wizard.
I think one of those needs to go in my Arcana.
Yavma, Cradle of Growth. Everyone has forest.
All right.
Well, okay.
Okay.
It just happened to be the card he ripped off the top.
Your turn.
All right, so I now have Abzan land.
Yeah. Representing.
I have Soul Thailand.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Too bad I'm not playing Soul Tide. This deck, I would have definitely been pushing that $100.
All right, so I'm gonna play a Plains and
I might build that deck just for this.
we're gonna play an Arcane Signet, and I will pass the turn.
Alright. Untap.
So a little bit of ramp going on.
Draw. I guess I'll be the first one to play a creature. I'm gonna play a Gilded Goose. And it's gonna create a food.
Goose is loose.
The goose is loose.
And I'm going to play a Tanglepool Bridge, tapped, and pass it.
It's pretty good stuff you got there, Lee. Right out of the gate. The only thing that could have topped that would have been a Soul Ring.
Yes. A soul ring would have been pretty good.
Mountain. I'm going to tap you to play my Arcane Signet. Pass turn.
The Signet Twins.
Signet Twins. Arcane Signet Twin powers activate.
Bing!
Radiant Fountain, I will gain 2 life.
Uh-oh. The shenanigans are starting.
The life gain is already happening.
Uh-oh.
And there's Willow-Dusk.
Dusk is on the table.
Your turn.
All right.
Good old Willow-Brisk.
What does Willow-Dusk do again?
Will-O-Dusk says, 1, choose any other target creature. Put a number of 1/1 counters on it equal to the amount of life you've gained this turn or the amount of life you lost this turn. Whichever is greater. Activate only as a sorcery.
Okay.
So I can't give himself the counters.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to play a Plains that's also a swamp and a forest.
Yes.
I'm going to cast a Spectral Searchlight, which is an artifact. It is a mana rock. It says, tap, choose a player. That player adds 1 mana of any color they choose. So I'm going to tap these. My Arcane Signet's going to tap for a white. And my Spectral Searchlight, I'm going to choose myself as the player. And I'm going to add a white also. And I'm going to cast Luminarch Aspirant.
Ooh.
Luminarch Aspirant is a 1/1 human cleric that says at the beginning of combat on your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. I'm going to move to combat.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put a +1/+1 counter on Luminarch Aspirant, and I will end my turn.
Alright. Untap. Drop a turn. Oh. That changes things a little bit. We're going to play an island that is also a swamp and a forest. And then I guess, just because we can, I'm going to tap 3 and we're going to play a Shardless Agent with a Cascade trigger.
That's a good upgrade.
It felt like a good upgrade. Alright, so Cascade says when I cast this card, exile a card from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card that costs less. You may cast it without paying its mana cost. Put the exile cards on the bottom of your library in a random order.
All right.
So we'll reveal Curiosity Craft. That does not match. A Reform. That also does not hit. Command Tower. You cannot cast a land. I cannot cast this Frozen Grip, or this Forest, or this Theoretical Duplication, or this Dika, or this Junk Winder, or you're just seeing all my upgrades right now. No. There are definitely hits in the deck. Didn't think they'd go down this far.
Well,
That's
we're
all
pushing all the expensive stuff down to the bottom for
Oh,
you.
hey, strategic planning. We will cast that. I will look at the top 3 cards of my library, put one of them in my hand, and the rest into my graveyard. Would you like to cut the card that go on the bottom?
Sure.
Thank you. Alright, this card gets cast. Okay.
Oh, strategic planning is a pretty good card, pretty good upgrade card.
I do like that card. And this deck definitely needed more card draw. Huh.
I could agree with that. I think from the last episode, I remember you weren't drawing a lot of cards.
I was not.
But I remember Lee drawing all the cards.
And gaining all the life.
I think Lee drew more cards than the resident blue player.
Times two.
Times two.
I wasn't drawing any cards.
I'm going to keep this card.
What blue player doesn't draw cards? Foo?
I was
Right?
being red.
I mean,
You were being red.
me last week.
I was being red that week.
I think I was drawing a bunch of cards too. Brina had me drawing some cards.
Alright, I put an Opt and a Simic Growth Chamber into my graveyard. Okay. Put this card into my hand. My Shardless Agent results.
Yep.
I have nothing to stop it.
And then I will pass turn after that.
Cascade.
Cascade, huh?
Cascade.
Cascade seems.
Everyone
And
at this
probably
table
some
knows.
blanks, and make some copies of some cat. Well, Cascade's a cast trigger, so them copies won't do much.
I'm gonna tap 4.
Oh man, here he comes! Watch out, everybody!
Uh-oh, it's Sapphire.
It's the Thunder Conductor.
Yeah, what kind of music we playing tonight?
We're playing the Greats.
All the hits.
Rock and roll,
Are
baby.
you done?
All the
Yes,
hits.
sir.
All the hits going between the ears, straight to your noggin.
When do you create 4/4?
If the spell's mana value is 5 or greater.
Okay.
So relax, please.
No, that's fine. If anything, I'm okay with you making judgments.
I know. I would agree. I don't know who would want me to make judgments.
Who wants a land?
I would love a land. Well, you know, okay, beggars can't be choosers.
I will pay just the 4 mana.
So what does this say? What are you casting?
It says it's Verdant Mastery. You may pay 3 green rather than paying the spell's actual mana cost. Search your library for up to 4 basic land cards and reveal them. Put one of them onto the battlefield under an opponent's control if the green and 3 cast was paid. Put 2 of them under your control tapped, and the rest go into your hand and shuffle your library.
So put one of them onto the battlefield tapped under an opponent's control if the 3 and green was paid. And then 2 of them onto the battlefield tapped under your control and the rest in your hand. Okay.
So you're just paying the cheaper one?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're paying the cheaper one, so you get to pick who gets a land under their control that you get to give them.
Yes.
And then you get to get 2 onto the battlefield tapped and 1 in your hand.
Yes.
Wait, what?
Seems pretty good.
Yep. Wait. No, he gets one or the other, right?
No.
Because you can pay. Yeah, because it's you can pay the 4 rather than pay this spell's mana cost.
Yes.
So pay the 4 instead of the 6. So search your library for 4 and review them. Put one of them onto the battlefield tapped and one of them onto the battlefield if under an opponent's control if the 3 is.
I've
Oh my
read
God.
this card, but
Yes,
No, that card
yes,
is-
it's not
yeah.
an or.
Oh my God, no, yeah.
4 basic. My card.
That card is very ramp.
The one.
Yes,
That is very ramp.
yes, that is overly explosive
Yeah,
vegetation area.
yeah. That is really
Okay.
explosive.
The
vegetation.
drawback on this card is not really a drawback. It doesn't feel.
No, it is
Yeah,
not.
if you,
You can have a swamp.
thank you, sir.
It's also a forest.
That's also a forest.
I've had forests and swamps this whole game. Thank you very much.
You sure have.
You have another
Sure
one.
have. Is that your turn? Or are you going to
Yeah,
attack?
that's my turn. Go ahead.
I mean, your commander doesn't really attack a whole lot.
My
but-
commander don't really attack at all.
What is it? Oh, it's just
Tap up
activate the abilities.
To activate the ability, get in there.
Cursed totem.
Oh,
What's
what to
going-
do? What to do?
what's
What should
going
I
on?
play here? All right. We'll play at Opal Palace,
Okay.
which is also a forest
Slam
And
for
a swamp.
turn.
and a swamp. Um,
It's a lot of mana.
yeah, we're gonna cast Brina.
Ooh.
Brina is a 1/3 flyer. Whenever a player attacks one of your opponents, if that opponent has more life than another of your opponents, I missed that on episode 1. It says if that opponent has more opponents than another of your opponents, or
More life.
more life than one of your opponents, so it doesn't count me.
Yeah.
So it counts me as a player, but it doesn't count me when it says.
When it's one of us.
So
Attacking.
you can attack each other.
Yeah.
Just don't be attacking me. That attacking player draws a card, and then I put 2+1/+1 counters on a creature I control. So, let's see. I'm also going to tap and cast Arcon of Ammeria.
Uh-oh.
Arcon of Ammeria is a flying Archon. It's a 2/3. Each player can't cast more than one spell each turn. Non-basic lands your opponents control enter the battlefield tapped. Does it resolve? Yeah? Okay.
I
sounds
have no reaction.
good. Let's see. So if I attack, I have to attack Lee, but he's probably not going to block it. So we'll move to combat. Luminarch Aspirant. Trigger. We'll put the +1/+1 counter on her. And then we'll go to combat, and I'm going to swing 3 at you, Lee.
Attack trigger.
Trigger Brina. I'm going to draw a card, and then I'm going to put 2+1/+1 counters on a creature I control. I'm going to put 2 of them here. So I'll attack you for 3. And I will pass the turn after that.
So only one spell per turn?
Only one spell per turn. Your non-basic lands enter the battlefield tapped.
Okay.
Slow things down just a little bit.
Slow things down. I don't
Yes.
like that. I like to sway to the music of my own.
I know, right?
You
I know,
know.
right? Well, I had to buffer up a little bit, make her a 5 on the backside. Get that butt a little bigger. That way it can't get taken out so easily.
This is true.
All right. So we are going to play
It's time for party time.
Cultivate. Search my library.
That was a good spell, Bob.
Ramp, ramp,
Yeah,
ramp.
your one spell got you 2 lands.
Ba-dum-bum-bum.
Forest and an island.
It's just like Dodgeball, the true underdog story. Like the Globo Gym is this
Right?
Globo Gym is this verdant mastery, and it's like average Joe's is like, cultivate.
I mean, yeah, kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is pretty insane.
Yeah.
Would anybody like to cut?
I got you, sir.
All right, one goes on the battlefield tap. That's going to be this
Alright.
forest, and then this goes to my hand. I have not actually played a land this turn, so I will also play this island.
That seems good.
I have played my one spell this
That
turn.
island is also a swamp
And a force.
and a
And a
forest. That's going to be the catchphrase for tonight.
Who has the most life? It's me or Foo. But I
You
can't
have
attack you if I
equal.
want to draw a
I
card,
mean,
correct?
right.
Yeah. So it wouldn't.
Foo, would you care if I attacked you with this Shardless agent? Because you could easily block, and I do not have any effects to kill your creature.
Why do you need to attack?
Because I would like to draw a card.
Oh, that's what you want to do, huh? You want to draw a card?
Yes, I would like to draw a card.
Alright. That's cool. If I can do the same thing back if you want to block with the goose.
That's perfectly fine.
Alright, that's fine.
I will attack with Shardless
Trigger?
agent. Yes.
Oh no!
I draw
Triggers.
a card and you get 2 counters.
Okay.
Brina's
That's a
going to
pretty
get the
good card.
counters.
Rena's gonna get the counters.
Alright. I'll pass the turn.
Let's see here. Do I have enough to make my own music? No. It's not seeming good. Well, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do right now.
I mean, you could attack and draw a card.
This is true. Oh yeah.
I mean, your guys' politics already said that you could do that. You made a pact that you could do that.
Okay, I'll go to combat. Zaphi will attack. Block
Trigger.
confuse. Yeah, trigger.
You draw a card, and
Yes.
I'm gonna put 2 counters on Brina.
Alright.
Shit's already getting out of hand.
I will block with my Gilded Goose.
That's so a me card too. When I see you play it, I'm like,
Yeah,
my heart sunk. I'm like, no.
I'm gonna
just slows the table down a little
I'm gonna
bit.
cast Opt.
Yeah,
Magecraft trigger, Scry.
yeah.
Your one spell this turn was opt.
Chill out, bro.
You could have played that on my turn.
Chill out. I still can.
You need to be playing stuff that kills this.
So opt with Zaphi sounds pretty good. I
Yep.
get to scry 2
And then draw.
and draw.
And then draw the card I want.
That's not bad.
That's
That's some pretty good value.
Pretty good take there.
I will. I'm
What are
not
you
ready.
doing?
I'm not ready to cast a spell yet.
What are you doing? You suspending?
I will suspend a rousing refrain to warm up my music. To warm it up. And we'll get exiled with 3 suspend counters, as we see here with the black dice.
Sure, we'll use the black dice as suspend counters.
Or, well, as a negative.
Yeah,
Then pass turn.
it's filling a void of some sort.
Is this the one that keeps repeating itself?
Yes. Unless it is counter. But it does count as the one spell that would be played like as
You got
I
all
mean,
kinds of land over there, Lee.
Technically, is he casting a spell? He's
Yes.
suspending?
Yes.
because
Oh yeah,
yeah, because
Like when that spell resolves.
When the spell resolves, yeah.
when
It's
the last,
That's casting.
Yeah, when it.
But when
the
he's
la-
actually suspending it, that's
No,
not.
he's
no,
using
that's
an
just
ability.
exiling it. Yeah,
He's
So
just
that's
using
why I
an
said,
ability.
yeah. That's why I can do that in opt.
it's just an
what I
ability, just an ability.
Feed the swarm.
Uh-oh.
Feed the swarm targeting Arcon of Ammeria. Okay, so you lose 3
3
life.
life. You're all welcome.
Bye, Archon. You lived a very good life. You did the things I wanted you to live. Sangromancer.
What? The Sangromancer.
So what's this do?
He is a 3/3 flyer. Whenever a creature an opponent controls die, I gain 3 life. Whenever an opponent discards a card, I gain 3 life.
Seems good.
Now he's a 6/6.
Oh, okay. So what's this?
So I chose him because I lost 3 life from playing Feed the Swarm.
Oh yeah. So you get to put that many counters on it, huh?
Yeah.
Cool.
That's all I got.
All right. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Okay.
Hard crowd.
I'm gonna tap this plains
For a swamp.
as a swamp and float a black. And I'm gonna play Orzhov Basilica and put that plains in hand. 2 black, 3 black, 4 black, 5 black, 6 black. Necropolis Regent.
Oh. Spaghetti.
Flying, 6/5. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, put that many +1/+1 counters on it.
That sounds...
Hey, I dealt with the last card that was giving us problems.
I mean, I have a way to deal with it.
Okay.
You guys may not like it.
That guy's gonna.
Okay, so move to combat. I'm going to put a +1/+1 counter on Brina.
Mm-hmm.
Brina is a 6/8. What do you have over there that is flying?
My Gilded Goose.
Okay. I would like to swing my commander at you, and you can block it. She doesn't have trample, or he doesn't have trample. And then I would also like to swing my Luminarch Aspirant at Yufu. I swung at him last turn,
Yes.
so I'm going to swing at each of you.
What is your Luminarch Aspirant?
It's a 3/3
All right.
right now.
And what is Brina?
Brina is a 6/8, which is why I said you could block.
I would rather not right now, so I think I'm going to end up taking the 6.
Okay, so it says whenever a player attacks one of your opponents, so I guess that trigger's only going to happen once. It won't happen twice because you
your
both have
declare
the highest.
attackers is at the same time.
Yeah. Okay, so I will draw 1 card, and then I will put 2 +1/+1 counters on the Necropolis region. So you'll take 6 commander,
Yep.
or we'll move to blocks.
I will not block.
No blocks for you, and
No
you'll
blocks.
take 3. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And Rava's guy takes how much? He gains a bunch.
It's only when he deals damage, right?
Yeah, so it'll be for this. Rena. And Fu will take 3. Necropolis Regent says whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, put that many +1/+1 counters on it. So this will get 3 +1/+1 counters and go to 5. It's already done the damage to you. It's not doing any more damage. It's
How
just
come this guy don't go?
because yeah,
He does.
that
go up.
is right.
Your Brina is the one that only gets triggered once.
I kept thinking he blocked.
Nope, I did not block.
Sabrina's now got 10 counters. It's your turn. Pass the turn to Brandon.
All right. Well, I have a way of dealing with things.
You need to deal with this and all that.
The thing is, I can't deal with it by itself.
We'll deal with all of them.
Yeah, do it.
What's probably going to happen?
I don't care. I'm going to gain a bunch of life.
You're going to play this Lumbering Falls. Are you, though?
Well, unless you kill this first.
They're all going to die at the same time.
Well, then I'll
Well,
gain life.
Technically, they're all going to exile at the same time.
Oh,
So you
well,
may not
then
gain
I
life.
don't gain life.
Listen.
Oh yeah, you gonna curse the swine us?
No, this is not as great, but it deals with things. So I'm going to cast Oversimplify. Exile all creatures. Each player creates a 0/0 green and blue fractal creature token and puts a number of 1/1 counters on it equal to the total power of creatures they controlled that were exiled this way.
So basically, all of our creatures get consolidated
It's
into
a
one creature.
giant creature. But it doesn't have any abilities or evasion.
Okay,
Just
so
give me more commander tokens.
And they are
11.
exiled. That is
Do you
relative.
have
16, 17.
I do have
18,
fractal
19,
tokens.
Yes, let me borrow a fractal, sir.
25.
I was required to crack this food in order to actually do that. No, it wasn't.
And these are exiled.
Because it's only 5. So these are exiled.
And your commander was on the battlefield.
Yep.
Mine was as well.
Everybody but Brandon's.
Yeah. My commander was on the battlefield.
Brandon,
So
we
I
all
get
need a fractal.
Yeah.
fractal for you. Fractal for you.
Wait, so what is it? It has a.
What's your total power of creatures?
Oh, it's just power? That's
Yeah.
terrible.
That's
One.
terrible for you.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Oh, well, don't worry.
And
I'm
a
going to get rid of
fractal for
everyone.
you.
I'm going to get rid of everyone's stuff now, too. Don't worry about it.
You got a 21.
I have a 25.
And I have a measly 2/2.
A measly 2/2.
Easily.
And that's all I can do right now. So I will pass the turn.
Untap. Do my upkeep.
I really did not want to take a
That's
turn off to do
suspend
that,
counter.
but
Such is life.
yeah, such is life.
Land for turn.
So we got a 9/9, a 25/25,
Uh huh.
a 2/2, and a 1/1.
Bad.
I'm glad I did not cast my commander yet.
Well, I have an Opal Palace to cast my commander with next. So he'll come in battlefield with some counters.
I will cast Bural's Expertise.
Oh!
Oh,
Yeah, this is a great card. It will return up to 3 target artifacts and or creatures to their owner's hand. And then I may cast a card with converted mana cost 4 or less from my hand without paying its mana cost. So
it's
So
a great
I wonder
card.
what's getting put back in people's hands.
I think this fractal, that fractal, and your fractal, good sir.
You,
That
you really
sounds-
want to push my giant fractal back to me?
Yeah, to your hand.
So out of existence.
Out of existence.
Bye, big fractal.
Yes. And from this magical vanishing act, your guys' disappear. And out comes Zada, the Hedron Grinder.
Oh God.
Now,
Oh, we're in for a long one. Ladies
now
and
Zada, the
gentlemen.
Hedron Grinder, is no mage and not even a shaman, but he is an ally.
Yeah.
Yes, and
Allies are important.
And allies are important. And whenever I cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets only Zada, I can copy that spell for each creature I control, and that spell would target. And then each copy targets a different one of those creatures. Yeah. And that'll be it for me. Pass turn.
Have you ever cast a Teamer Battle Rage on Azada?
Mm-hmm.
It's,
Yeah.
It's a thing.
What was the name of
I
that?
didn't do that.
that deck? A Tarka Red?
Yep.
Oh, hi, Willow Dusk. I
Back
see
out.
you've come back.
Back out for more.
It's back for more, baby.
I like it. I like it.
That's your turn? All right.
Yes, everyone's gonna reset, throw their commander out again. I hope.
Untap, upkeep, draw. He said, I hope. That doesn't sound nefarious or tefarious or whatever. Let's see. I'm going to play a Temple of the False God.
It is active.
It is. It's active, and it's a swamp and a forest. So 2.
Luckily, it can't make
Four.
2 black or 2 white.
Let's see. So she will cost 5. 2 for 6, and 1 floating for this. So Opal Palace says
Pay
pay 1
into
and
it.
tap it. Add mana of any color to your commander's color identity. If you spend this mana to cast your commander, it enters the battlefield with a number of +1/+1 counters on it equal to the number of times it's been cast from the command zone in this game. So it's twice. This is the second time she's been cast. So she'll enter with 2 counters. Or it'll enter with 2 counters. We will pass the turn after that. Brina, I hope you live. I hope you live.
Okay.
No, I don't think she would.
Oh, I knew I should have kept that extra mana open.
For Menify?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, first thing is we're gonna cast my commander, Adrix and Nev, twin casters.
Hello, Adrix and Nav.
Adrix and Nev have Ward 2, which means any spell that targets them or ability is countered unless that player pays 2.
You need to pay 1 more.
I do need to. Thank you for that.
Ooh, trying to cheat?
I was not trying to cheat, I just inadvertently cheated. It also says if 1 or more counters would be created under your control,
And it
twice
needs to
that
be
many
Lilith Police.
of those tokens are created instead. And then the next thing we're gonna do is we are going to play.
The twins are literally doublings.
Literally.
The value is incredible.
We're going to play
Literally.
Combine Chrysalis.
Mm.
Is a 2-mana artifact that says creature tokens I control have flying.
Mm-hmm.
And I can pay 2, a green and a blue, tap it and sacrifice a token, and create a 4/4 green beast creature token. Activate only as a sorcery.
Like, what?
You gotta so all of his creature tokens get flying.
All of my tokens creature tokens get flying.
Yeah.
But I can feed any token
Yeah. To
into
create.
this.
Yeah.
So like
to
this
create
food
yes.
may just become a beast. This food actually might become 2 beasts. Maybe.
I mean,
No,
you know,
I don't think it will.
Can you not, please?
You
What do you
you
mean?
might have to shuffle that back in your library.
That treasure. That food token. Not your combo.
I mean, it might turn into 2 cards in your hand, but
No way.
oh, I have a card that says it would.
No.
I will pass a turn.
Okay. Untap.
Okay, cool.
Keep, suspend, counter goes down 1. We'll draw. Sick.
I would love to do one silly thing with my commander. Please.
One silly thing with your commander?
Yes.
This is nonsense.
That's a lot to ask.
This is
considering.
madness.
That's a lot to ask. I'm not gonna lie to you. I actually don't know why you even asked that. I don't know why.
Well, I think it's time to take a trip to Sparta. I'd like to be able to do some dumb stuff with my commander.
He was a little shaky at first, a little nervous about the performance, but I think he's back. I think he's okay.
Think he's all right?
I think he'll be all right for an encore.
All right.
Yeah, we do have the rousing refrain.
What's up, Safi?
We have the rousing refrain in the background, so maybe he'll gain some confidence.
That's a lot of mana.
I mean, no one has a Reliquary Tower out yet. It's substantial now. Nothing I'm going to cast in my hand.
I mean, I have 6 cards in my hand, so that's at least 6 mana.
Well, you're
I mean,
you're going to
just
throw a bunch of it out.
I mean,
right?
it just gets to start over again.
Yeah, it just gets to start over again if you don't counter it. So I would probably see if you counter, but that's neither here nor there. I wouldn't waste a whole counter on it.
Just a half counter.
Just a mana type.
Just a mana type.
All right, let's see how. bogus
No
we
lie,
can do.
I cast 4 mana type today.
A lot of mana type action.
All right. Least tapping mana, folks.
What are you playing?
We're casting Culling Ritual.
Mm.
Destroy each non-land permanent with a mana value of 2 or less. Add a black or a green for each permanent destroyed this way. There's 1.
There's 2.
3, 4,
4? So I had
5.
Oh yeah, 5.
Oh, 5.
Oh,
So
my chrysalis.
we'll add 3 green, 2 black.
Ay, ay, ay.
3 green and 2 black floating for Mr. Lee.
We have a black floating.
What
There's
is this?
Giome the Master Chef. Remember,
shit.
it's not Master Chief.
Master Chef. Yo,
It is
Guillaume.
definitely Master Chef.
the chef.
The chef.
What does that card do?
El
again?
Chefe.
Oh, I'll read in a second. Leyline Prowler.
Read it in a second. I'm shaking in my boots, dog. What if I wanted to counter it?
What if that thing's about to die?
Yeah, what if I wanted to counter it, dog? Now
What if
it's too late. Now I missed my trigger.
What if I wanted to blow him up?
Because you didn't want to read it, dog.
It says at the beginning of your end step, create number of food tokens equal to the number of non-token creatures you had entered the battlefield under your control this turn. 1. Sacrifice a food. Target creature gains indestructible and until end of turn. Tap it.
Oh, you didn't lose anything yet, huh?
No, I didn't lose nothing
Yet.
off that.
Yet. You might. You if you want to sack something.
I'll go to my end step and make 2 foods.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw.
I would like a land.
We'll play a Temple of Silence. Scry. We've seen enough of that today. I would really like to go into a contract with you guys.
Contract.
Yes, the whole table. You know, like some things have been going on, and I think we can all
Oh, I think
use a little help.
There's going to be a vow counter coming.
So we're going to go into a tempting contract. It's an artifact. It says at the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent may create a treasure token. For each opponent who does, you create a treasure token.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't hate that.
Sounds good to me.
sounds
It's
all
at the
right,
beginning of each player's upkeep?
No,
No,
this-
at the
this
beginning
is-
of
Your upkeep.
mine.
Okay.
It's a little stingy, but
That's fine.
you still can get one.
Yeah. Actually, I can get 2.
I mean, you can.
Yeah.
Currently, anyway.
Let's see. So I swung Brandon last. I think I'm going to swing Brina at Lee now. So go to combat. Swing Brina at Lee.
Take 3.
You get attack
Trigger. Draw a card.
counter.
Put 2 counters on something.
Take 5.
Lee's going to take 5.
And 5 commander damage.
5. Let's see. What did I draw? Already played a land for turn. I will pass the turn to Brandon.
Alright, untap. Upkeep. Draw. Alright.
So I'm trying to progress the game a little bit by swinging Brina at people.
Getting that commander damage up. I
Yeah,
see it.
yeah.
I see it.
I mean, she'll be heading your way next.
Have some defenses.
I mean, if you got a flyer.
I'm just gonna have to repay you back first, I guess.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's cool.
Yeah.
Alright.
You know, I just want you to get more triggers, so I gotta get your life down.
I'm gonna play an Incubation Druid.
Stinkubation Druid.
Seems very good.
Seems like likes to get counters on it.
Oh, we're gonna
I need to
adapt that
draw
baby,
my
or
upgrade.
We're
version
not
of
gonna
this.
adapt it yet.
Then we'll be in business.
Foo, may I attack you so I can draw a card?
bro, you want to attack me to draw a card, bro?
I have to attack you to draw a card.
With who?
Just Adrix. You can block with Zaphi.
I could block with Zada as well.
That is also true, but I don't want my dude to die.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Kill it.
Oh, I
Oh.
see. This is getting complicated. So you want to benefit off me?
Yes, please. You're about to benefit a lot of mana off of me.
Where's
How many cards in hand?
6.
How many cards in hand?
5?
How many cards in hand? I'm not benefiting off him. Are you gonna keep those 6 cards in hand? Oh well,
Yes.
you're gonna get a. All right. I'll let you draw another card.
Okay.
All right.
Combat.
Yes, sir.
Attack. Trigger.
Trigger.
Draw a card. Okay.
All right. I'll block here.
Thank you. I
Seems great.
appreciate that.
So currently we
Soul
have
Ring.
Oh, he's cheating now.
I'm
Nah,
not
Oh
cheating.
man, he's gonna adapt. We're done for.
I'm not
He's
adapting.
storming off.
Simic Storm.
Civic adaptation storm. That's
If
gonna next week.
only.
That'll be the
Nope,
next episode.
that is going to be the end of my turn.
If you want to see these crazy storm decks, then let me know.
Right.
we're going
You can at Foo in our chat.
We're going to. This is gonna get super complicated, guys.
Oh,
Untap,
man.
upkeep, rousing refrain is gonna go off. I'm going to. It's gonna set up a trigger on Zaphi. Because it is 5, I'll create an elemental. I will go ahead and scry 1.
Looking right at that scry, huh?
Seems good. You want to help me out with that scry? You want to help me out? Seems good.
He's
Okay.
going off, dude. I know it's advanced.
I'm gonna target Brandon. You have 7 cards in hand.
I have 6.
You just
Six?
had, you just had
6?
to kill
Okay.
it.
We'll take. I'll take 6 red mana.
Okay.
This thing will get
I almost got it
suspended
back.
again as it resolves. With 3 on it.
6 red mana floating.
6. Go to draw.
So is that all that thing does is make mana and then goes back into suspension mode?
Unless it gets countered.
Barf.
What's really dumb is what the card he's about to play next.
Is it Apex of Power?
I forget what Apex of Power does.
It's gonna be sing song into this.
Yeah.
Hey, don't do that.
Hey, don't do
Hey,
that.
don't do that.
Don't you be telling on me.
Yeah, don't tell on me.
Is it raining?
Yeah.
Sounds like rain outside,
Sounds like it's
folks.
fucking pouring.
I don't know about it fucking pouring, but it's raining.
Yeah. So we got.
I got you.
sorry. Okay, you got 6. Okay. I'm gonna use 3 of it to cast a Seething Song.
Make 5?
Yeah, make 5. Trigger on Zaphi.
You have 8 red mana.
Just
Trigger
like
off
that,
Zaphi.
we upgraded.
Yep. Oh, he put his hand under the table?
Seems okay.
He's got cards in his lap.
I do.
The camera can see it all. I see it. I see it.
Does anybody want a new hand?
Yes.
You
No.
do?
I gave you a land.
Would you be willing to pay
Ooh.
your 3
Ooh.
into the new hand? Because you're gonna get your turn next, right? You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Would
could
you
pay.
like to get a new hand?
I mean, I could deal with a new hand.
I mean,
but-
I could also deal with a new hand.
I would prefer not a new hand.
You would prefer not a new hand?
He sounds like the target.
It sounds like we should be wanting a new hand then. What?
Yeah.
No, I mean I'm cool with a new hand. Like
Okay.
Do you need me to dump 3 into it? How do I dump 3 into your stuff?
Oh, that's because I'm gonna cast a magical spell called Game Plan. And Game Plan is a sorcery that has assist. Another player can pay up to 5 colorless mana of this spell's cost. And each player shuffles their hand and graveyard into their library, then draw 7 cards, and then we exile Game Plan. Would you like to
Hang on.
Donate 3 to
would you
you.
like to donate 3 to me? Thank you, sir.
so what are we doing?
So how are you paying for this?
I'm
He's announcing
I'm
the
announcing
spell.
it first to see if anyone wants to assist.
Okay. You
Just-
still have to pay the blue, correct?
I have blue. I have 3 blue.
So we
I'm-
can pay any amount.
Up to 5.
Up to 5. Yeah, so
I've
another
paid
player
3.
yeah, another player can pay up to. Yeah.
You paid 3.
This is gonna happen to us anyway, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whether they pay into it or not. So, you don't feel pressured into paying for it.
Okay. I have to wait until this goes on the stack before it's that way.
So like there's an interaction that I have in my hand, and I won't be able to hold priority like with LED to do this.
Well, you can't. You're gonna flash in the LED.
Nah, I have a card in my hand that allows me to draw cards at instant speed,
I see.
and I can either do it before the effects happen.
Oh,
or-
okay. Oh, right. But you don't have priority, so
But I
it's
don't
not
have
like you
priority.
can. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. So I'm gonna donate 1 to you.
You donate 1, so we got 3 over
3
there.
and 1.
So
4. You don't have. Okay.
I know.
You donate.
I'm going to donate the other 1
Okay.
and have 1 floating.
All right.
So you're paying your blue?
Yep, I'm paying the blue.
It is on the stack.
Yes.
With that on the stack. I'll use the 1 floating I had plus these and flash in a crafty cut purse. So when it enters the battlefield, each token that would be created under an opponent's control this turn is created under my control instead.
Well, actually, priority goes
Yes,
to Fu.
actually the priority does go to Fu.
So,
No, your spell's on the stack now.
Okay.
well, yeah.
Well,
Is
his
the
spell goes on the stack.
And then your spell.
Your spell's on top of the stack because there's interaction available.
Are you going to respond to this? Because that's how we have to go, right?
So this spell got announced.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
You
donated
Yeah.
3.
I
Yeah,
held-
so it's
you
it's
held-
on the stack
This
now.
spell,
Yeah, it's cast.
he is officially casted
Yeah,
this
it's cast.
spell.
Yeah.
Yep.
you have-
I've passed because I'm
Tapped
I've
out.
passed
Yeah,
out.
at this point, I'm passing my priority also.
Okay, so it's up to
up
my
to you.
priority. So
It's up to
I
you.
will cast
You're
this.
announcing a new spell on the stack.
Yes.
And then it goes back to you.
Yes.
And Fu now has priority to respond to that.
Yes. All I want to do is make tokens, Fu.
Bro, but I also want to make my tokens. You trying to take my tokens. You can't
Not
make your
in-
own. You didn't want to make your own tokens, bro. You try to take mine. You
I have to do something before this gets shuffled back in my hand.
do what? What that?
It's the only thing I can cast out of my hand.
Well, I'm telling you right now, it's gonna go back to your hand. It's gonna go back to your deck. I'll tell you that. I don't know if it's gonna go back to your hand, but
The question is if it's going to resolve.
do you have any responses to?
It's
the
up
cast?
to you.
You have
If
priority,
you pass, then it goes to me, and then it goes to Ed.
and then it comes back to me, and then if you had no response, then it resolves.
Well,
Do you have any response to that?
You could counter it. You could counter it.
Well, see, this is the problem is that like if I counter it and you have a response,
I have something to deal with something else. So that, to me, the crafty cut purse just says what? If a token were to be made, it'd be
So
made.
when he makes his 4/4 off his zap I cast trigger,
I'm not gonna make
I'm gonna
4. I'm gonna make 1.
right? But I'm going to make 2 instead.
Right.
Well, you think.
That I would like to make 2 instead,
You think.
if it resolves, because then it sets the ETB trigger up.
His priority is
that's
just
what-
to say if it resolves or not.
Right. That's
Yeah.
And
fine.
then I get a chance to say
if it resolves or not.
Right.
Yeah.
I
That's
have an answer, but it's not for that.
Okay. That's
Well, I have something to do, but it's not for that. How about that?
I will definitely.
So you're passing your...
Yeah, I will definitely pass priority.
I'm going to cast Oblation. Oblation is an instant. It says the owner of target non-land permanent shuffles it into their library and draws 2 cards. Your commander can go in the library.
I will put it in a command zone instead.
Response.
Instead of doing that, you still get to draw 2 cards.
I do.
Yeah. You have a response to this?
Yes, I have a
Okay.
response to that.
Oh, okay.
Well, first it's Brand. Brand, do you have a
I
response?
do not have a response to that.
Now it's you.
Okay, sick. Counterflux. Overloaded.
Exiling or countering all things on the stack?
Countering all spells I don't control.
So you keep your commander.
Yep.
Yep. You don't draw any extra cards.
You don't draw any extra cards.
Scry, but it doesn't really matter because we're about to game plan.
And then
Seems
you
pretty good.
Create your
gameplay.
token.
Yep, make a token. Yep, and then this gets exiled. Everyone's
It's just our hand, right?
our
Or-
shuffle his hand and graveyard,
graveyard.
into the library.
Into the library?
Yep,
Oh,
and then draw
sweet.
7. Yeah, that's why I was like, a little soft reset.
A little soft reset.
Soft
Kind of what I
reset.
needed there. I need a little reset.
You could just let me make a token.
No,
You would like so. Here's the thing: you can make a token, right? But that's not what you're gonna do. You're basically lying to me. You're lying. You are
I
lying.
wouldn't make 2 tokens.
You are lying.
At,
If you make-
at
if
that
you-
point, that one
What?
that you were going to make is mine instead.
Well. So here's the thing: if you can make 1 token, that's fine. No one would have a problem with your board state.
But
right?
you're gonna
But
make
you don't make just
100
1 token.
tokens.
Yeah, you don't just make just 1 token. So
So you're going to have to work extra hard.
yeah, you're gonna have to convince me. You're gonna have to do some extra convincing.
Yeah, I was going to use the oblation on my spectral searchlight to draw a couple of cards, but I was like, no, they're just going to get shuffled back in.
Yeah. So you're just going to try and deal with my commander and
So I was just going to throw your commander away.
I don't want to throw it away.
Well,
You still have
keep,
8 red.
I know.
to keep from all these tokens
Yeah.
being made.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
Anyone want
Buttercup.
to cut? I got you.
And we draw
Thank
7.
you.
Yep, we draw 7.
Much obliged, gentlemen. That was fun interactions, boys.
It was.
1, 2,
Honestly, Pooh, I kind of like this
3,
hand better.
4,
Do you?
I
5,
actually
6.
kind of do.
7.
I
Oh,
appreciate it.
I will play.
I need a
Ironically,
spell
I drew one
that
of the
lets
cards I
me
already
put
had in my
all the
hand,
lands
but
from
that's
my
fine.
hand onto the battlefield.
It's honestly the one card I wanted to keep.
I drew 2.
One of them I'm really happy about. It does a thing that I'm pretty happy about. But it's not ready
It's not ready.
yet. It's not ripe yet.
It's not ready. Land for turn.
You will like this next card I added to the deck.
Yeah, I got 1, 2, 3. 3 cards in my hand are new cards.
I'm going to use 5 of the red floating to play creative technique. I will allow.
You get to demonstrate.
Yeah, I'm gonna demonstrate. Ed, I'm gonna demonstrate to you. I'm gonna let you demonstrate.
What's it do?
So we're both gonna shuffle our libraries. I guess you're gonna do it first.
Yeah.
You shuffle your library, then reveal cards from the top of the library until you reveal a non-land card. Exile that card and put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order, and then you can cast that exile card without paying its mana cost.
All right.
And because you demonstrate, you get to copy it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna make 2 elementals,
You get 2 scry triggers.
2 scry triggers that don't
Really do anything? 'Cause you're gonna
Yeah,
drop that.
doing this shortcutted will help us speed up time in the video.
So his resolves first, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
his will resolve first.
All right, and then I reveal cards off the top, or I exile cards off the top.
Yep.
you hit.
You reveal cards from the top,
Okay.
and till you hit a and then till you reveal a non-land card.
I heard it.
All right, and then you exile it,
Holy shit.
Shite.
and then you can cast it.
Is that Zatalpa?
Yes, Zadalpa,
Oh,
the
God.
Primal Dawn.
Flying, double strike, vigilance, trample, indestructible.
All right.
What's
That's a good card to hit for free.
Well, did anyone cut his deck?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's your fault, buddy. Well, you want to cut my deck? Hopefully I can get something good.
You want to cut my deck?
Yeah, I'll cut it. Give me it.
Oh wow.
All right.
Do you want me
Nice,
to? Do you want me to take the top 2 or just do the one and then do it again? Because we can.
Just do the top 2. That's fine.
Is that all right?
Sure.
Okay.
What's the power toughness on
Is that
Zatalpa?
Mizzix's Mastery?
Good lord.
It is.
So you get to cast that?
And then.
And then the other one.
And what's the other one? Apex of Power?
Oh god.
Apex of Power says things very weird.
Yes, Apex of Power is very weird. But. And what doesn't matter to me.
So this is off the copy. This is off the original.
And Apex
Correct.
of Power costs 10, right?
Yes, Apex of Power costs 10, so a copy of it will trigger Zapphi's greatest.
Zaphi is playing some tunes, folks.
He is doing a lot.
I can't math right now. So your Mizzix rolls off first?
So if you
Or well, you
well-
have to choose to cast it then, right?
Mm,
As part of the resolution?
I guess so.
Because it doesn't say until end of turn or anything, so you have to cast it at
Yeah,
that point.
yeah, you're casting
Yeah.
it now.
yeah,
So,
So the
Mizzix
Mizzix-
Mastery is put on a stack first.
yep.
Correct.
So what's Mizik's Mastery going to be doing?
So Mizik's Mastery is going to copy Creative Technique because it has the exile. That's
Okay.
casting it, yeah. So yeah.
So it's going to do nothing.
What do you mean? I'm going to cast this. I'm going to cast Creative Technique again.
Oh yeah, okay.
Because I'm going to exile a target card from that's instant or sorcery. And then
You want to target me this time?
yeah, I'll demonstrate for you this time,
Yeah.
bro. Okay. So
You can use this for your
I'm getting
Apex
left
of
out of the
Power
fun.
with Zephyr if you want,
okay.
and you will be
Well, it's not me. It's an opponent.
right.
Oh, so
you
just do
will be
enough-
the number
okay.
one.
Oh, so just
and
reroll?
So yeah,
Oh, it's at random, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
You can wait to do that till it's ready.
Yeah, I'll wait to do it.
I'll cut you. Hopefully, well, here. Let's cut you good.
Let me get my dragon.
So this is a cast.
Oh, this isn't even my dragon. This
cast,
is just
so
a
this
boo
is a
that's in there.
Magecraft trigger. So
Yeah,
Yes.
cast or copy. So
fuck, we gotta figure out where these. Fit we gotta figure out where these fit on the stack.
Deadly Tempest. Destroy all creatures. Each player loses life equal to the number of creatures they controlled that were destroyed this way.
All right, so we got some things happening first.
Indestructible.
Yeah, I know. I gave this man mana because I could save my guys.
So,
Oh.
all right, so how many Zaphi triggers have to resolve still?
what do you mean? They have all resolved. We're just
Your
Just waiting
10
to
resolves
cast.
as part of the cast trigger.
This game is
this
insane.
so this is still
We took
exile.
a wrong turn at Albuquerque.
Right.
This is so I can't cast this yet because Creative Technique is still being cast. That's part of Creative
Yeah,
Technique.
this is
I can't,
this is way down
I
the
can't.
stack.
Yeah, I can't do
This
everything
is
at
way,
the same time.
way down the stack
yeah.
right now.
So you just this.
I'm not worried about
yeah,
that.
Yeah. So we're still doing Creative Technique.
okay.
Yeah.
Deadly Tempest. Destroy all creatures.
Yep. And then
Each
what?
player loses life equal to the number of creatures they controlled
Oh
that
my
were
God.
destroyed this way.
All right, so I lose 1. You lose 4.
I lose
3.
3.
I lose 8.
I lose 2. This is going to be insane.
You said destroy, right? Destroy. Okay.
Yeah.
And Zephyr goes to the command zone again.
Yep. Second time.
How much did you lose? 2. And your commander went to the command zone for the
Yes.
second time?
First time. Because it never got put back, remember?
Yep. And your commander is there for the second time and you lost 3?
Yeah.
Where's Brina?
Brina's
She
in
died.
the command zone.
I killed her.
All right. So
So
Those-
does this
those-
mean you won't get your 10
pretty awesome.
dinger
yeah,
off of the
yeah. I
file?
won't get a 10 dinger off of that.
God, that is insane.
Yep. It was about to get real insane.
Or well. Yeah.
What?
All right. Well, because I was nothing. I was gonna say I was like, do I get the trigger off Zephyr because it's like copy, but it's like no because the spell would be like, it's like it wasn't cast yet. So,
It's
yeah,
way
yeah,
on.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
still have
Yeah.
3 red.
Yeah, but
still
that
have-
that's why I said like is it relevant to do the shuffle and Creative Technique versus the 1-2,
Right.
figuring out what goes on the stack or whatever first. Yeah, so
Yeah,
Yeah,
either
yeah.
way, like I think we're okay with it. It is a shortcut. I'm fine with the shortcut.
Yeah, I don't care.
Recognizing it the way that
Yeah.
you said it like that
yeah,
is the key. Because Apex is not even on the stack yet.
yeah, it's not even cast.
it's
Yeah,
not
it's still
even- it's
this
not
is still
even- yeah.
resolving. Yeah. So is that okay to just do the top?
Yeah,
two?
just
Okay.
do the top 2 again.
Okay, Mana Geyser and Spell Twine.
So it's Spell Twin?
Yes, it's Spell Twine.
Okay, so what's Mana Geyser do?
Mana Geyser gives me 1 red mana for each tapped land your opponents control.
6. I have 6.
I have 9.
I have 6. So 12. 31?
21.
21?
Hold on, buddy. Let me get your red mana out here.
21. So he's a 24 red mana.
Yep.
Insane.
And then Spell Twine.
Spell Twine. What do you guys
I
have?
have nothing.
What do you don't have
My-
any.
We're
my-
shuffling my live.
Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. What's that? I'm gonna.
Destroy all creatures again?
Yep, I'm gonna. Yeah, I guess I'll do that. I'm going to.
You're going to Mana Geyser again?
Yeah, I'm gonna. No, I don't want to Mana Geyser again. Yeah, should I? Yeah. All right, I'll just Mana Geyser again, and then I'll destroy all creatures, and then everyone loses 1 life.
Does this get
Exile.
Does this get exile?
Yeah, it gets exiled.
I lose no life because I have no creature.
Yeah, I have no creatures that can die. I have a creature that can be exiled.
And then Apex.
Yep. So what's Apex do?
Exile the top 7 cards of my library until end of turn. I can cast spells from among them.
Did you copy the mana geyser again?
Yeah.
Make another 21.
Yeah. And that
So
mountain,
you have-
that mountain's on the bottom of your library, isn't it?
44?
That mountain.
Oh yeah.
He has a lot.
He has 44. Because he had 23.
24.
Plus, he had, so he's got 45.
Yep. 45 red mana.
And he can cast everything there probably easily
I'm going to.
if he wanted to.
I'm going to cast
That dude.
Harmonic Prodigy.
Okay.
I will cast Faithless Looting.
Okay. So this is 2. That's 1 or 2? On Faithless Looting.
1.
So that's 3.
2 cards.
Draw 2, discard 2.
Discard 2.
You want flashback Faithless
Yeah, I'm
Looting?
going to flashback Faithless Looting.
That's 3.
39.
Discard 2. I will use 3 to play Strixhaven Stadium.
Strixhaven Stadium.
Yeah, dog. If you get all the tokens, you can swing swing 10 of them at somebody and
Right?
win.
Right?
Or make
They
them
lose.
They lose. Yeah.
You have 36 red left.
36 red left. Dang, dude, that sucks. It really does.
I mean, you got a Blasphemous Act.
Yeah, that's all I got.
You have a commit.
I can't cast
Can't
it.
cast it.
Got no blue.
And those go to your graveyard or those go to exile?
I think these are exile.
They stay exiled, right?
Yes.
Yeah. They only go to your graveyard if you cast them.
Yes. And then
Craziness.
This
Oh,
is
man,
all in
it
your
sucks.
main phase, right?
Yes. Yeah, what's combat?
Well, I mean, I can't attack.
Because
No,
he loses
right?
all his mana.
Or
Well,
yeah.
you can't switch
I can't,
phase.
yeah, I can't.
Well,
I
it's
mean, yeah, that's summoning
sick anyway.
sickness too.
Well, that's also true, but
So let's
Yes,
see
this
here.
has just been his turn.
I know. Dang, there's no creatures.
I mean, there's one.
There's a Zatalpa.
There's a big one that you gotta exile to get rid of it.
There's this the whole. It's just what is it?
It's indestructible.
Okay, cool.
Now, if you had cast that Blasphemous Act and an Anger of the Gods, that's different.
I'm gonna play Fiery Encore.
What does that do?
I get to it costs 5 red mana, discard a card, then draw a card. When you discard a non-land card this way, Fiery Encore deals damage equal to that card's mana value to target creature or planeswalker. So I'm going to discard Aether Gale, deal 5 to Zetalpa, draw a card, and then I will discard Blue Sun Zenith and deal 3 damage to it and draw a card. I will.
But this only happens once, doesn't it?
Storm.
Oh, have we been keeping track of how many spells have been cast?
I'm pretty sure I've cast more than 2. I've only done it twice. I'll probably do it a 3rd time. I'd probably do it a 4th time. I'll probably stop there.
Yeah, you've done it at least
5, 6. Because you have to count everything that was cast off of.
Yeah.
The other thing.
Yeah.
6, 7, 8, 9.
So he's probably got 10 counters with it.
Yeah, at least 10 he can do.
All right. Well, let's keep digging. I'll go Narcissus Reversal. Deal 2 to that.
Yeah, sure. It's indestructible. You do realize that, right?
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah. So how much mana do I have left?
31.
How much did you just cast?
You only pay 5.
I only pay 5, and I just
So-
it's just keep
31.
copying it.
31, buddy.
31.
So how many times have you done this? 3?
Yeah.
So this is 4.
4.
Drop that. Deal 5 to that. Drop this. Deal 7 to that. All right, that's Gucci. I'm good at 5. I'll use 5 mana to play Jai Valor.
25.
Going to use 3 mana and 2 life. Or well, yeah.
Use that for giant.
Okay. 3 mana and 2 life for Tezzeret's Gambit. Draw 2 cards and then proliferate. That's 9. That's nice. What am I mana? What is that?
You're at 26.
26 mana.
26.
And the storm counts 11.
23 now because he cast Tetris.
I'm going to plus Jai Ballard up, +1, make 3 red mana. Use this mana only to cast instants or sorceries.
26.
26.
Fireball you for 26.
Banefire you
Sure.
For how much?
for lethal.
For 28?
Yes. We got 26 floating. 26, 27, 28. Yep, 28 exactly.
Whoa!
Can't be countered.
Whoa!
Or damage can't be prevented to you.
Okay, so that man's gone at least. Ay.
Wow.
So many prowess triggers.
It's the storm deck.
We're all storm decks.
We're all storm
We're all
decks.
storm decks.
You got all kinds of prowess triggers
Yeah, I can't use
and no haste.
Yeah. And then, because there'd be like double prowess triggers.
Right.
You know, yeah.
Now
So
he's
Well,
got-
that's another.
at least he's down to 2 cards in hand.
Is this your turn?
Yeah, that's turn.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You would have been saved, my friend.
I'm scared. Okay, so you get treasures?
Oh yeah. At the beginning of my upkeep, each opponent may create a treasure token. For each opponent who does, I create a treasure token. So you guys going to create a treasure token?
Yeah, I don't think I have one.
I will create a treasure token. I got a treasure token right here, bro. You want one? I got one for you.
Cool. Yeah, I appreciate it. I could have been making 2, but my dude's dead.
I'm sorry.
All right. Treasure tokens be had. I drew my card for turn. Oh, goodness gracious. Let's see.
What does Jaya's ult say?
Jai's ult
4,
says
5, 6,
I can play.
7, 8,
I can cast
9.
instants or sorceries from the graveyard If I do, like, just exile them, like, basically gives them flashback. I can look up the specific version.
Oh, is
Or
it
I have
Russian?
I have a token. Yeah, I have the token.
Let me read the token if you got it. Just curious.
We'll cast Skyclave Shade kicked. Skyclave Shade says it can't block. If it was kicked, it enters the battlefield with 2+1/+1 counters on it. Landfall, whenever land enters the battlefield under your control, if it is in your graveyard and it's your turn, you may cast it from your graveyard this turn. It is a 5/3. We'll go to combat and flyers.
No flyers.
No flyers. Foo.
Yes, sir. I'll take it.
I'm
You
gonna
want
swing.
Foo
I'm gonna
or
swing 8
that
at you.
Jaya Ballard.
Yeah, I guess you're right. We'll swing at Jaya.
Okay.
We'll kill Jaya.
All right.
Does that have lifelink?
No.
Okay, thank God.
Has flying,
Or it
double
has nothing.
strike, vigilance, trample, and indestructible. Play a Bajuka Bog.
Exile library.
Exile all cards from target player's graveyard. Foo. You just put on a clinic with a bunch of cards that I'm sure you have ways to recur. So
Jaya was one of them.
I will give you kudos,
But no more.
but now your leash is shortened.
We'll see.
Wait a minute. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 mana short. It's your turn.
Okay. Well, untap. Draw.
Table's turned on you.
And I donated mana to him.
I know, right?
Oh, wait, do I lose this mana now?
He is out of the
Yeah.
game, so
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And our stuff does not make green and
Black
Black,
anymore, yeah. Yeah, I had to make sure that I tapped appropriately to cast my Skyclave Shade. To cast some shade on people. Right, so...
Not only did I give him mana, I donated mana to him for a spell.
Well, you know, there was a time last episode where I donated some mana to you and you killed me the same turn also.
Well, that's true, that's true.
Alright, I'm going to play this forest. I'm going to cast Adrix again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Adrix is on the battlefield. And then that's all I'm going to do.
Adrix is alive and well, everybody.
Yeah.
I like Adrix a lot.
I do too. Leave them alone.
I like Adrix
Leave
a lot.
them alone.
But Adrix has got to die.
I'm gonna
No,
I'm gonna
please
play.
don't.
I'm gonna play Castle Vantris.
Okay. I forget what happens if it comes in untapped. It just comes in untapped if you control the island.
Yeah, if I don't control an island, it comes to tap.
It's not Mystic Sanctuary. Not that he has an infinite sorcery put back on top of his library, but still.
I'm not. Don't be getting crazy.
Don't be doing that crazy talk, guy. Oh, man.
What happens when you do this? Does it just make a man?
Well, it makes a colorless mana, and then I can put a point on it.
So it should have 2-point counters, right?
Well, no, because he attacked me, so I lose a point counter.
Yeah.
He attacks me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Got to keep that thing in check, my dude.
That's very true.
But
Oh, blah.
this
What is this?
this is an Adrix and Nev, twin casters. That's what that is, if you were wondering.
It's what Clone says, yeah.
Surprised Clone doesn't want to be this guy.
And then I will.
That way I can block that guy.
You going to pass the turn?
Yeah, it seems like that would seem like the smart thing to do.
All right. Seems right to me. Beginning of my upkeep. Would you guys like to make a treasure?
Yeah, I'll make a treasure.
I would make a treasure. I would like to
May I
make a
have the treasure? Thank you.
Oh, two.
you
actually
make two.
I
You
actually
make two as well.
Yeah.
May I make? Can I have another one, please?
Please, sir, may I have another?
Draw.
That makes his hand different.
Now, with them making copies, do you get more?
Nah, because it goes for each opponent.
Oh.
We'll play a Shine, Shadow, Snarl, and I'll show you all a Snowfield Sinkhole, which is a plain swamp.
Yep. It checks out.
It does.
check
It
out.
does. It checks. Okay. Combat.
Yeah.
Skyclave Shade at Brandon and Zatalpa at Fu.
I have no effects for 4 blocks.
Yeah, I don't have any effects before.
Okay,
Blocks either.
so no effects before blocks. You go to blocks.
Yeah.
I have no blocks.
Well, do you need triggers for attack triggers or?
No.
No.
Okay.
Bring us on the battlefield.
All
right
right,
now.
seems good.
So I'm taking 6. No, 3.
No, I'm taking 6.
You're taking 5. He's taking 8.
I'm taking 8. That's what I'm taking.
Okay.
I will take 5.
Let's see. Let's do math.
Math is never good.
2, 3, 4, 5. Promise of Loyalty. Each player puts a vow counter on a creature they control and sacrifices the rest. Each of those creatures can't attack you or a planeswalker you control for as long as it has a vow counter on it.
Okay.
Your vow counters will be
These small dice.
these small dice. We'll use these two.
I'm gonna respond.
On the stack?
So you say we put them on a target creature and then.
You put it
Sacrifice
on
the
a
rest.
creature you control and then sacrifice the rest.
All right,
And then they can't attack him.
And then anything with a vow counter can't attack me for the rest of the
So we put the vow
what?
counters on there.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, all right. I'm going to
So I have no response to that.
tap Riptide, return Harmonic Prodigy to my hand. Cool. Or, well, I can't. Oh, yeah. And then, okay, yep.
And then you'll put a vow counter, I'm assuming,
Yep.
on Nedrin.
Yep, you got vow counter on Adrix and Nev as well.
Yeah.
I will put a vow counter on Zatalpa and sacrifice Skyclave Shade. Second main phase.
So now if we take control of the tall it can't attack.
Yeah, this is still during your second phase because you attacked
Yes.
first.
Let's see. Black, white, 2 colorless. And we'll sack these 3 treasures to make black mana and cast Tessa, Envoy of Ghosts. Vigilance, protection from creatures. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to you, destroy that creature. Create a 1/1 white and black spirit creature token with flying. She's a 4/4.
May I read her real quick before I decide if I have the response?
Taysa Karlov. It's a staple.
She does things and stuffs.
I do have a response.
Okay.
I think. Yes.
11.
With Taysa still on the stack.
Yep.
I'm sack these strikes actually to do it. Theoretical duplication. Whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under an opponent's control this turn, create a token that's a copy of that creature. So technically, I will make 2 copies of Taysa, but 1 will survive. This is a Taysa Envoy of Ghost.
And that resolves, I assume, from your side?
Huh?
Yeah, he has.
I
mean, you have
well,
treasure, but
What do you mean? I don't make any. You didn't make anything, right? I don't make anything from that.
No.
he wants to know if you had a response.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
I didn't
no.
know if you had a
you meant-
response to
you're
any
good.
of it.
You're good. You're good.
Okay. That's my turn.
I had a response, but I had to return my Harmonic Prodigy into my hand.
I mean, you didn't have to. You could have let him die.
Mm.
You could have put a Vow counter on him.
And return my clone. That's why the Riptide is here. Scoop him back in.
Scoop him back in.
This guy's technically a wizard too. This guy.
Yeah.
I know.
Island.
This thing is I can't believe it's a precon.
This damn precon, this $100 upgraded precon, sucks balls. It's got a $100 clone card in it. That was his only upgrade.
We're going for the cheapest printing. I didn't know.
Yeah, we're going through the cheapest printing. That's exactly right.
So it's like a 4th edition clone. It's like 20 cents.
I'm gonna cast a Hornet Queen.
Mm-hmm.
I'll make 8 insects.
That's exactly what I'm going to do. 7.
Man, I got to get that promise of loyalty back.
I don't even know. I couldn't find any insects. It was very hard to find. I have at least one.
Are they on the backside of it? That card
Some
was
of them.
that card was in your deck.
I know, and it only had like the one for some reason.
No, I should have 2. Should usually give. Especially if
Actually should have
it's
4.
Yeah, especially
It
if
should have had 4, but I don't see them.
I think you might have.
I've got all the tokens that you gave me when you gave me the deck.
I think you might have mixed them up.
I promise I didn't. I've only added tokens.
That's all right.
What if you added?
Just to add a big old 8 to that.
Yeah.
Yes.
We have.
Just put an 8 on there.
I put it above it. So
We get
there's
8
of them.
Well, what?
Oh dang! Look at that! I had fractals in my
We'll see the.
pile here too.
You don't have any more.
My
You don't have
fractals.
any.
Pretty.
You don't have any more of those beast tokens.
Yeah, dude. They're on the backside.
Well, we'll see. You
I
switch
got-
these beast tokens out. These are beast tokens on the backside. That's probably where the rest of the other ones are.
I didn't switch out those. I didn't switch out
Oh.
any tokens. I just added tokens. Because those beasts I got from my pre-release. I think I'm gonna taking the top to the face at some point.
I mean, you got
What's
block-
Seems pretty
I
good.
mean,
What's
you got
her
blockers.
power toughness?
Zatalpa?
Yeah,
4/8.
with double
4/8,
strike.
flying, double strike, vigilance, trample, indestructible.
So I would need to block with all 8 for anything to happen, but it has indestructible, so it doesn't really matter.
I mean, it doesn't have trample.
Yes,
It does
yes,
have
it
trample.
does.
Huh?
It's got trample.
What now or?
It's,
No,
it's
it
had
always
trample.
It's always had
okay.
trample.
Okay.
Other than that, I think that's all I got right now.
You need someone to play a Dorn.
No, we eliminated this someone in that color. Sorry.
I mean, I do have a Tesa. He could swing him at me. I would live because I'm still at 39. They would all die. And then I would get that many creatures.
So I feel like I don't know what's gonna happen here. Things are happening.
I mean, Zatalpa is definitely going to have to come to you.
I mean, that's perfect.
You have a
fine.
Tesa, but Zatalpa won't get destroyed by your Tesa.
Correct. It's instructed.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Hello.
Ooh.
Sapphire's back.
Hello.
And now I have my. Now this is my Teamer Twins. Teamer Token Twins deck.
Now this is my Tamer Token Twins deck.
I'm just gonna make
No
a bunch
fun.
of 4/4s.
No fun, sirs.
Pass
the turn. Would you guys like to make a treasure?
I'm gonna make 3 treasures. Thank you, sir. I make 1 from you. I make 1 from Adrix, and Harmonic Prodigy says whenever an ability of a shaman or another wizard you control triggers, that ability triggers an additional time.
Yeah. Would you like to make a wizard? Or
Technically, you is
1, 2, 3.
technically that's not a trigger. Never mind. It's a replacement effect.
What is it?
Yes.
Okay, well then.
No, you still get third.
okay.
I was thinking you got a 4th one.
So, are you making one also?
I am.
Okay.
I'm technically making 2.
Draw.
Now I need something to do with all this mana. I have one thing I can do.
I'm going to cast Professor Onyx.
Seems good.
Yeah, that's a thing. I forget what she does.
She has Magecraft. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery, each opponent loses 2 life, you gain 2 life. +1, you lose 1 life. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put one of them into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. -3, each opponent sacrifices a creature with the greatest power among creatures that player controls. -8, each opponent may discard a card. If they don't, they lose 3 life. Repeat this process 6 more times.
What's power toughness on Tesa?
4/4.
So looks like I'd be losing my Tesa.
Yeah, we're gonna tick down tick to 2.
So, highest power.
So each opponent sacrifices a creature with the greatest power among creatures that player controls.
Mine would be Tesa.
Mine would be Adrix.
Let's go to combat. I will swing Tesa at Fu and Zatalpa at Brandon.
What can I read Taysom? Alright. Vigilance, pro creatures. When a creature deals combat. Okay, yeah. I'm taking Fu.
And you have any blocks or anything?
How much would I have to block in order to not take damage?
8.
I think I'm just gonna take the 8.
Okay.
Knocking them down. So you need me in there to keep this shenanigans at bay.
I don't know about all that.
We'll play a land for turn. Trigger Skyclave Shade. We'll tap for 5 and cast Skyclave Shade with 2 +1/+1 counters. And I will pass the turn to Brandon.
force for turn.
It was a good game.
It was.
I can do
It's
it.
a good game until you got Bane fired out. Sometimes it happens. What are you scheming on, Sunshine?
I'm scheming on some stuff.
Scheming on Sunshine. Yeah. So I'm going to be ticking her up next turn. So I'll lose a life. I'll look at the top 3 cards. Put one in my hand and the rest in my graveyard. If she lives.
If who lives?
Professor
Onyx. Da, da, da. Let the boys be boys.
So I can do both things on.
Man, that song was before some people's time, I guess.
I didn't hear it.
It was just some slam. From Onyx. Da, 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 da,
Are you
da.
gonna sacrifice those?
I'm gonna sacrifice those and make 2 green. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
What's that?
8.
What do I hear? Do I hear a Terastodon in the woods?
You do hear a Terastodon in the woods.
All right.
So
Non-creatures.
Terastodon. I'm just going to choose my 3 islands and make 6 3/3 beasts.
You have 6/3/3 beasts.
One, two.
What you got after that?
You just put the dice on them.
Yeah, so 4 more. That works.
As a fellow Terastodon player, I try to always make sure I keep beasties.
Then five.
5 mana. He's tapping mana, folks.
I am.
He's reading cards.
I'm going to cast Replication Technique. I am not going to demonstrate. So no one else is going to copy.
Wow.
Yeah,
Seems real rude.
Doesn't look like you need any help at all. But go ahead.
I mean, I probably do.
You know what? It's cool.
Yeah,
Do
it's cool.
Do you think?
Some people play for second, dog. Some people never learn. You know.
Do you think, bro?
Would you like to copy a permanent?
I mean, only if you want to demonstrate. Only if you want me to demonstrate. That is how the card goes. I can't choose.
Because I think that the Tulpa is going to be coming at one of us very soon.
I see that. So what does this thing do?
So I can demonstrate. Create a token that's a copy of target permanent you control.
Ah, I see. I would love that. Actually, that'd be pretty dope. Not gonna lie.
Okay. I will demonstrate with you. So I get to copy this as well.
All right.
So
So you get 2 of those, and I'll get 1.
Yes.
copy.
And you get a Zophi trigger.
You do get a
Oh, I do get a Zophi
That's a
trigger.
5. So
So I'm gonna copy it. So I'm gonna get 2 of these bad boys because of Harmonic Prodigy.
yep.
I'm gonna scry 2.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're going to make a. I'm sorry. I had a copy of Harmonic Prodigy there. Okay.
Seems good.
Yep. And then you're gonna make your copy.
I'm going to copy Hornet Queen twice and make 16 more 1/1s.
Seems good.
Seems like you got a bunch of 1/1s.
That seems really bad.
20.
I mean, it seems like
Having a bunch of 9/9s would be better, I think.
Nah.
So 16 plus 8 is 24.
Yes.
All right. Time to find that other board wipe.
Yeah. I don't know, dog. You might be next. They did come in second and
I came in last.
He did.
I'm not coming in last this week.
He said,
that's true.
So, may I read Tesa again?
Pro creature, vigilance. Whenever a person does combat damage to that player, it's gone. So they're one-hit wonders.
And I create a 1/1.
And I create a 1/1. Not you,
Yeah.
me.
He said, not you, me.
It's all about me.
So, do you only create one, or do you create one for each creature?
For each
else?
creature. They still do combat damage to me, but they are then destroyed.
And it's not a target effect.
Nope.
I wish you could take control of this. That would help.
That would help.
Just to get back there, like, just go wide.
Against me.
I'm gonna pass the turn.
They're going to try to one-shot you.
Alright, don't worry.
I think so.
Don't worry, I got this.
It's all right. I mean, I got pocket lands, so.
Untap.
I'm not making the mistake this week and not helping Fu.
Uh,
Because last time I took Fu out, I got killed.
I'm gonna rousing refrain. So we're gonna get
I have 3.
cards in hand. 3, 2,
I
3 as well.
have 3.
All right. So either way, we'll get
3 mana.
3 mana, but we'll also make.
And you have 1 cast trigger.
3 is bad.
All right. Here it goes.
I get this scry.
Storm counts at 1.
Yep.
Go to draw.
So I think if I'm gonna die, it's gonna be soon.
I think so too.
But it's all right. I think if I live to my next turn, I'm gonna recast 3 now. At least
Draw some cards, put some counters on
At least
some
draw
things.
another card. And maybe put some counters on his Zatalpa.
You hit somebody with.
Somebody.
Probably not me. I will gladly throw a bunch of fucking insects in front of it.
I'm gonna treasure cruise.
Storm counts at 2.
Going on a cruise.
Trigger.
Going on the best cruise.
You're
Trigger.
gonna make a bunch of elementals.
I just need a wall.
Wow. All these elementals are for what?
Huh?
Zephi, and then got the triggers getting
Oh,
counted here.
yeah. Barf, barf, barf.
Too bad you don't have anger in the graveyard. You probably alpha strike one of you.
Probably at least one of us.
I don't know. Brandon does have a bunch of insects.
Yeah.
It honestly felt kind of good to like cough up a bunch of lands for a bunch of 3/3s.
Yeah.
I wish I had that spell that destroy everything with convert mana cost 2 or less.
That'd be pretty gross. Peek,
Or,
peek, peek.
or destroy all creatures and they take damage.
Oh, yeah.
Expressive
You'd one-shot
iteration.
him right now.
What's this do?
Expressive
look at
iteration?
the top 3 cards of my library. Put one of them in my hand, one of them in the bottom of my library, and exile one of them. I can play the exiled card this turn.
Yeah, so he can exile a land and play the land.
Prowess, scry 3. We'll scry 1 3 times, I guess.
Something like that.
We'll take this. We'll keep that there. We'll do that. In the top 3.
2, 3.
We'll put this one in my hand. This one to the bottom.
This is the 4th spell you cast?
Third.
Third.
This is the time.
We're gonna cast Shivan Reef, or we'll play Shivan Reef.
Yep.
Play you some Shivan Reefin. The Reefer has been Shivaned. That's terrible. Why do you let me do these things? I don't know either. It's a good thing he's got that reliquary tower out.
With 3 cards in hand.
Yes. I have this inkling suspicion he's about to fill it up.
No. I don't know if it works this way. Or
Oh no.
I'll tell you.
okay, can I just use that as one single target, and then
Is it the other card?
tell me?
Oh, I can see it. I can see it. I can't.
That's
read
okay.
it. Is it indomitable creativity?
So you want to do it
Now,
to one thing?
fuck.
I wanna do it to
Pardon
one
my
thing,
fuck.
and then I wanna
Pardon
Use that
my
effect.
fuck.
flash that. Yeah, flash that thing in. So it's actually gonna do it to. I want it to do it to every. Yeah, I want to do it to everything.
What are you gonna do?
Why don't
Boo?
you just do this to everything then?
Huh? Like I mean, like with that, I don't have that mana for it. That's why. But if I do the combo,
Oh, then yes, that works.
Okay,
What you're
cool.
trying to do.
all right, cool.
What are you gonna do, Foo?
I'm gonna use my. Oh yeah, use this for expressive. I'm gonna use my 3 red floating.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna tap 1.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cast Indomitable Creativity on Zephi.
So what's this do?
Destroy X target artifacts and or creatures. For each permanent destroyed this way, its controller reveals cards from the top of his or her library until an artifact or creature card is reveals and exiles that card. Those players put the exiled cards onto the battlefield, then shuffle their libraries.
Okay, so trigger on Zephi.
I'm holding priority.
Okay, your trigger still goes on the stack.
Okay.
Okay. Ouch, 1 for red. I'm going to flash in Radiant Performer. When Radiant Performer enters the battlefield, if you cast it from your hand, choose target spell or ability that targets a single permanent or player. Copy that spell or ability for each permanent or player the spell could target. Each copy targets a different one of those permanents and or players.
So there's a lot happening right now. So I need to read this.
So indomitable creativity just says basically destroy target creature or artifact.
Yeah.
Reveal
And then-
cards off the top of your library until you reveal another creature or artifact.
Yeah.
Put it onto the battlefield. And then express it, or this.
This thing, Radiant
Thing.
Performer, makes it so that instead of targeting one thing, it targets everything that it can target. So it's going to target everything that it can target. All creatures and artifacts. Now, if
Talpa's still not gonna die.
Yeah, well, yeah, it doesn't die, so he doesn't get the trigger off Zatalpa. But
Yeah, so
he is going to reveal,
I won't get one for Zatalpa, but I get one for everything else.
yes,
Right?
and I
Yes.
will
Creature
as well.
and artifact?
yes, and I will as well. Except I have half of my deck gone. But yeah.
So it's non-land permanent.
it's an artifact or creature.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So you're hoping to deck us.
Well, it gets shuffled back into the library. So
Oh,
yeah,
does
yeah,
it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
So we just cycle pretty much like half
Yeah,
our
so
deck.
yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
7,
1, 2,
8, 9,
3.
plus 24.
30. 33.
33.
34, including my soul ring.
Yep. So you get.
I get to look for
1, 2,
34
3, 4,
relics,
5,
artifacts,
6,
and or
7.
creatures.
Yep.
I get 7.
So who's
Okay.
how do we
Because it
resolve
doesn't,
this?
it won't target.
They all enter at the same time. So if you cannot target you can, like, technically I feel like everything's safe unless something says like when it enters the battlefield, deal damage to all creatures.
So the creatures are destroyed, right?
Yes, and for each of those are creatures and artifacts, and for each one of those,
We reveal.
So 34 here. So how many do you get?
I get-
Because that
yeah,
okay. Hang on. So this is copying this,
yeah. So it will target this too.
and you get how?
I'll get 1, 2, 3.
So we have to
4,
add up how
5,
many
6,
targets he
7,
has
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Why
because
would-
of his defy.
No, it's only his the converted mana cost is 4, so I'm not gonna make anything. I'm not gonna make any.
No,
more
but
tokens.
you can scry.
Well, the scry scries technically don't matter because I reveal until I get.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So you get
All right.
15, right? 15.
No, he gets like
7. Well, I'm going to go ahead and start going. It's
Yeah.
it's like 11:45.
Yeah, I get 13
How many do you get, Brandon?
And it's
34.
creatures.
creature
or
or artifacts.
yeah,
Okay.
no enchantments. Sorry, no love for the enchantments.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Six, 7, 8, 9,
And then the rest go on the bottom in any order.
10,
I think
Or in
they're
random?
Yeah, shuffle.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18,
Kind of upgraded you.
Hmm?
Kind of upgraded you.
19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's you put them in there. You put them in your deck and shuffle.
26.
Not the shit that was destroyed.
Mm-mm. No, just
27.
the exiled cards. Yeah. So it wasn't like a.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got 27 of my 34.
Oh, so you didn't even have enough.
Nope, but I'm about to get some stuff. And they all enter at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, this is gonna be weird. Alright, well, I gotta organize this. Well, hey, my tokens have flying now. So that has ETB. I'm gonna separate everything that has ETB.
Pendant of Prosperity. Enters the battlefield under the control of an opponent of your choice. Pay 2, tap it, draw a card, then you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. Pendant of Prosperity. Pendant of Prosperity's owner draws a card, and then that player may put a land from their hand onto the battlefield. I'm going to give this to you. Seems like you could always use that. If you would like to use it, I'll draw a card with you.
Oh, okay.
And put land from my hand onto the battlefield with you.
Oh boy, Foo. There's things happening.
So the storm count is at...
A bunch.
The storm
Well,
count is
storm
at
count doesn't
50.
count copies, does it?
Yes.
Storm count should be at 3.
No, you're at 5.
Rouse. Oh, okay.
Creatures. Oh boy.
This guy was up. Seems pretty good in this. Going for that triple 12s.
I
Triple 12s, ladies and gentlemen, trying to go for it.
Triple 7.
Would you get over here?
I got this. I have a Wandering Archaic.
What does that say?
Whenever an opponent casts an instant or a sorcery spell, they may pay 2 colorless. If they don't, you may copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy.
Whenever they
So-
cast or copy, you say?
Whenever they cast.
I see.
Oh, guys, this is weird.
Yeah, you never let anyone do this for you, right? Never let anyone do this for you before, huh?
And board wipe.
No. Mine's Desire paying the 2.
Well, I need to resolve my
Oh.
triggers, don't I?
You got triggers?
I have a lot of triggers.
You have a lot of triggers.
Oh.
We have not a lot of time.
So, long story short, so Esif is on the battlefield. That's the important thing.
They all enter at the same time.
Yes.
So
Lana says whenever another non-token creature enters the battlefield, I investigate.
but they all enter at the same time.
But they all enter at the
They
same
all enter
time,
at the
so
same
that
time.
won't
Right,
trigger.
so they see each other, right?
No.
It
They
won't
don't.
trigger.
It won't trigger.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, it's because it's like they're phasing in.
Okay. Well, I'm still gonna get at least 2 Frost Titans, 2 Frost Titans, and all my creatures have get a +1/+1 counter for Biomancer's power, so they all have +2/+2, and they all have flying. Well,
Whoa.
my tokens have flying. So
Doesn't when they all enter
Oh,
at the same time?
yeah,
So
they don't get that. That's fine. So Frost Titan. So I get 2, right? Because Wave Sifter is going to make 2.
What did you
Clues.
play? Mine's Desire?
yeah, I was going to play. Yeah, I was going to play Mine's Desire.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I get 3 total Frost Titans. Triggers. I don't know what to tap down. Pyromancer's Goggles.
I'm gonna respond by tapping it.
It's fine. And I guess Cyclone Summoner. Okay. I create a 1/1 fractal with a counter. Anybody that creates a token this turn, I get them instead because of Crafted Cut Purse.
I have no token generation.
Coiling Oracle, I reveal
At the
top
moment.
card if it's laying put in the battlefield, otherwise put it in my hand. It is a right of replication. Okay. Champion of Wits, draw 2, and then discard 2. Discard these islands. Timeless Witness, return target creature card, or target card from my graveyard to my hand. Replication technique. I think that's it for my triggers. Your triggers.
I have, whenever an opponent casts an instant or sorcery spell, they may pay 2 colorless. If they don't, you may copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy.
Boom.
What up?
Who's
Our
casting Mind's Desire?
Yes.
So you get 4 copies.
Let me see the red guy.
The what guy?
Here, you just start doing your thing.
Okay.
So what's Are you paying the 2?
I did.
Okay.
For each copy?
No, it's
No,
just,
just for-
it's just
yeah.
for
The
the
ones
cast
he
of
casts.
first.
Yeah.
It's not for the copies.
Storm only counts the cast. So you get 5 total. You can pay 1 mana for.
So
Mine's Desire is going to hit for like 50.
No, it's not.
Because this says copy that spell.
yeah, that's
right,
true.
but copies don't count for Storm.
Yeah, copies don't count for Storm.
Otherwise, Grip Shot would be way more broken. That's why you have to remand it to make more copies than you actually would.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So he's only going to get like 5. And he can't. I don't think you have enough mana to pay for all of them.
What? For what?
All your Mind's Desires. Because they say you may pay 1. Or no,
What do
it's
you mean?
without. Okay, never mind.
I don't gotta pay.
I'm thinking of something else.
I don't gotta pay anything for my
I'm thinking
desire on me,
Chelsea.
but I am gonna Magecraft so this Magecraft will trigger twice, so you can make 10 treasures.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna draw 10 cards.
Am I dead?
You should be.
I'm at 39. Am I dead?
I don't know.
We need to figure it out.
You're
I'm-
dead, you're dead on his-
I'm gonna attack you for a
Well,
bunch.
You're dead on his attack.
I get that.
I think everybody might be dead on my attack. How much does Mind Desire cost?
6.
Okay, Gravimetric Matrix gets 6 counters. I can pay 6 and tap remove all charge counters and make a fractal that big.
Whenever
Player casts an instant or sorcery spell. Put a number of charge counters on Geometric Nexus equal to the spell's mana value. There's just a lot going on.
going to
We gotta go, boys.
Yeah. I don't think I can come up with a situation. I don't think I can come up with anything right now. To be honest. I mean, I can only pass turn. And then,
Okay, so if you were to pass turn,
Yeah.
Keen Duelist, I will target you.
What happens?
We both reveal the top card of our library. Each opponent, or you lose life equal to the mana value of the card revealed by the other player. You each put the card into your hand. So
You lose
I
0.
lose nothing, and you lose 7.
Okay. So I'm at
And then I draw
12.
for turn.
Do you have any flyers?
I do.
I will plus.
My Frost Titans copies fly.
I will plus Liliana, lose a life, and look at the top 3 cards of my library.
But I also have an Essex that flies. And a Curiosity.
Put
Tracker
one
that
in my
flies.
hand and the rest into my graveyard. I will cast Oblation. Target whatever gives your stuff flying.
Okay, what happens to it?
It gets shuffled into your library, and then you draw 2 cards.
Okay.
You have anything with flying?
I have 1, 2, 3 critters for flying.
Foo, you got anything with flying?
Nope.
Crafty Cuff, Percolate Shifter, and Essex.
3, 6,
12,
2.
14.
14 at Foo.
I take 14.
You are eliminated.
Okay.
Brandon, I'm sure you can kill me on the backswing. I am dead.
Use your pendant of prosperity, sir.
Thank you, sir.